So what is going on, guys? My name is Mr. Dalek JD, and as you've seen from the title, today is our next look at Infinite Warfare Zombies gameplay. Infinity Ward are doing a live stream, which you can see in the countdown is going to be happening in less than a minute and a half's time. This is going to be absolutely awesome. Hopefully you're going to be getting some brand new gameplay snippets from Zombies in Spaceland, perhaps maybe even the intro cutscene. What else will we be getting? We're having a Q&A with David Hasselhoff as well, who's in the game as one of the main characters, main things that help us out during the game, as well as a talk with some of the people from the campaign. It's going to be awesome, and I know the person that's presenting this, at least the Q&A portion of this live stream, which should be awesome. But as with the last live stream for Zombies in Spaceland in August, we got a ton of gameplay snippets from the game, as well as a ton of questions answered and spoken about with Zombies, which is amazing because it's stuff which we still don't really know about. The game is out in literally a few days' time, so I'm thinking they're going to give us some sort of cutscene or something like that, which I'm very excited about. But when this is going on, the Zombies portion's happening, I'm going to, of course, be shutting up and not really speaking, so you guys can just enjoy it. More so as this is the VOD, where you guys can watch back and look at all the information if you weren't here to watch it live, of course. And I'll be giving my opinions and feedback on different things that we see as and when we get it. So of course I will not be that obnoxious person, I won't be speaking too much, but we're going to be enjoying this together, and hopefully this is going to be something really cool. I hope they got some massive surprises for us. So this is going to be amazing. If you guys are excited, drop that like rate, let me know if you're excited for Zombies in Spaceland. Here we go. Live stream is starting, my friends. Oh.
Peggy 18.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. This is Lee Ross, Associate Project Director for Zombies in Spaceland. We're going to show off some new stuff to you guys today. We've got some secrets still hiding in the closet we want to share with you guys. To my left, I have Travis Ramon and Adrian Sandoval. They're going to help us take a tour through Zombies in Spaceland today. We want to show you guys a little bit of some hands-on gameplay, but we also want to show you guys something really cool that we've talked about in the past, but we actually we haven't shown it yet, and that's the intro cinematic for Zombies in Spaceland. This is really special to us because this is going to kick off sort of the storytelling for this whole event. Of course, we know you guys love Easter eggs, so pay very close attention to the cinematic. There's always something hidden in everything that we do for Zombies. So without further ado, we want to take you into Zombies in Spaceland. So Adrian,
guys, the intro cutscene.
Our theater here as we jump into Zombies in Spaceland.
Here's the intro cutscene, guys.
Master of the macabre. For over 40 years, I directed the most terrifying, visceral, and bloody scenes ever committed to film. My contribution to horror is nothing short of genius. Before my retirement, people demanded to know my secret. How did I make it all look so real? If you really want to know how the sausage is made in a Willard Wyler picture, the recipe is simple. First, you add actors. Then, you start grinding.
Hello? Hey, anybody here?
This is the place, right? I feel like we're being set up for some punk-ass reality show.
This is a Willard Wyler production. One time he held an audition on an abandoned steamship and then sunk it just for effect.
Wait, you mean with the actors on it?
Yeah, I was just getting in the character.
Willard Wyler?
You're late. Welcome. You've all been chosen to play a unique role in my return to the big screen, my killer comeback. But I'll warn you now, my methods tend to be a little extreme.
Is he kidding?
I expect my actors to give it their all. Their blood, their bodies, everything to the performance. Thus, it is imperative we set the mood to ensure each of you fully commits to your character. What you're about to become a part of is a culmination of my life's work, the crowning achievement of my career. The first scene is set in the 1980s. I call it Zombies in Spaceland. Hang on to your seats.
He is so so not kidding.
Forget what I said!
I say, get me the hell out of here!
Hey, what's with the Letterman jacket?
And the bling.
It appears our wardrobes reflect the parts we're auditioning for. And clearly, I'm the nerd.
Ugh, you've got to be kidding me.
He shoots! He scores!
Yuck, gag me.
Totally epic!
Woo! Now that's how we drop the mic. Yay!
Pretty damn impressive stuff there. What a sick cutscene.
All right, so that's our.
These
first
guys have
look
got some
at the
bad
Zombies in
sync
Spaceland
issues, by the
cinematic.
way.
We put a lot of time and effort into coming up with the storyline, and also this really awesome cast of characters. You know, we have these 4 really unique characters that we've put into this very, very interesting scenario, and I think what's most exciting is kind of seeing how they have to come together and try to figure out how to survive together. So just to kind of talk about some of those characters a little bit. You know, when we were first trying to figure out, Travis, like what the 1980s was really going to be about as far as.
So just to let you guys know, they do have some pretty bad delay between the sound and them speaking. But if you guys want to watch that cutscene again, be sure to click the link down below in the description of this video, where you'll be able to find the intro cutscene without any sync issues, perfectly beautiful, crisp quality. That'll be out very, very shortly. It'll be linked down below. But anyway, let's go back to what Lee Ross is saying.
You know, something that we wanted to do that was different than has been done in past Call of Duty Zombies attempts is we wanted them to really feel different when you play as them. So even their melee attacks are different, right? So what, like as an example, what does the Valley Girl do? That's so cool.
She has to gag the zombies with a spoon. Yeah.
So of course, and that's one of those awesome bits of terminology that come out of the 1980s. You know, gag me with the spoon. But then we also have that nerd who typically the nerd is not that really strong character. So he's got this really wimpy slap, right?
Yeah.
And it looks really funny to kind of see his limp wrist kind of go across the zombies' faces.
Oh my! So this is actual gameplay. This is 4-player co-op gameplay right here. So this is one of the starting pistols that you can buy from the starting room. And this is the starting room. This is Zombies in Spaceland. This is gameplay, my friends. They're on scene 2. Zombies drop different items for you, such as cash, grenades, ammo clips as well. We're seeing the ammo clip there. And this is amazing. This is a 4-player game that they're playing right here. And we have just everything going on. All characters have their own different melee animation, as you guys can see. Just awesome. This is amazing to watch. As you can see in the bottom right, they have the new Gobblegum system, the Fate and Fortune cards. So as you do anything in the game, such as killing zombies, boarding up windows, meleeing, anything like that you do, you'll notice the devil's mouth starts moving and the little meter starts counting up and up and up. Alright, and now he's speaking about using money more efficiently.
Bank $10,000 cash, and you've got this amazing arsenal of weapons and perks, and then you go down and you've lost dough, you lost all your weapons, but we have this ATM system that you can walk up to, right? And you can deposit your cash, and so if you were sitting around on that 10 grand, you could deposit that 10 grand, and if you went down, you could come back and pick it up later. You could deposit it so that one of your friends could go and take some of that cash as well. So that's a really, really beneficial system that we have going on.
Super helpful so far. Everybody always uses that whenever your teammates are down, you're the last one alive.
As you can see, they're playing this really slow right now. You can see when zombies are rising out of the ground, they have this red, like, sort of glow emitting from them, which is really, really awesome. And it seems they have all the same drops from typical zombies. You can see Carpenter that was just there on the screen.
We've designed for Zombies in space.
Alright, he's talking about some things that they've designed as well.
Have a little bit of engagement after you've gone down, after you've sort of fallen by the wayside and died out of the experience. So typically, you know, you go into this bleed out, which puts you into spectate mode and allows you to, you know, watch the rest of your team take on the undead. But our take on this, this Afterlife Arcade really is something unique in that we want to keep these players engaged all the time. Yeah. So, you know, some of the things that you can do while you're in the Afterlife Arcade, once you've landed there, I mean, you can play basketball, right? There's a basketball game that you can interact with.
So he's talking about the new feature that when you die out, you don't bleed out. You go into the brand new Afterlife Arcade where you use different arcade games and that brings you back to life. If you've earned enough soul power, you can come back into the game and you can go and get your guns back from the thing at the start of the map called the Fate and Fortune, not the Fate and Fortune, the Lost and Found. You spend 2,000 points and you get back your weapons and all the equipment you had as well. So it's a much better way than just dying and bleeding out and then coming back without anything. If you have 2,000 points and you get to that Lost and Found within, I believe it's a minute and a half of coming back, you can get all of your weapons back, which is truly, truly awesome. And I think they fixed the sound issues as now, which is really cool. But I'm so surprised that they're showing us gameplay of zombies before the games come out. It's actually insane. And as you can see, we have just so much stuff going on. The nuke looks incredible. Do you guys see that? It's like an actual proper tactical nuke. That just, it just looks insane.
We've added these little bits of effects. You know, we have sort of the wave that comes in that you can kind of see it clear the area, the burning ember effects that are left behind. It's just a really cool moment to kind of see happen.
So this is a journey into space.
Yeah,
so we're getting now like a guided tour of everywhere.
See just walking in here that there's a lot of stuff in this scene that they can actually interact with. Stuff that can really turn the tide for them. Now, we had talked in the past about some of the traps that we've had in this map, and really the crux of it is that we've turned park attractions into these things that do terrible but wonderful things to the undead. So while we were in Journey to Space, we got to actually take a glimpse at one of the traps that are in there, although it doesn't have the power activated yet. It is one of those traps that actually can take out a really large volume of traps. Of zombies, sorry. Now, really cool, something that's happening on Adrian's screen right now. He's being told that he has a Fate and Fortune card. Now, these Fate and Fortune cards, which you see in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, like the Mana Up and the Eagle-Eyed, you know, he can trigger these at any time. And now, you earn these by doing various actions within the game, right? So tell us, how do I earn a Fate and Fortune card, and then how do I go about using it, Travis?
So you earn them by basically killing zombies, repairing windows, basically just earning cash and points, right? And the way you use them is once you actually have the meter filled, you press up or down on the D-pad and cycle through the cards that you want to use, and you press right bumper, left bumper, basically you just activate it like a super, and there you go, you get your card. And you can see the icon on the top right is slowly but surely trickling down. That shows you how much time you have to actually gain those effects.
That's right. Now, I saw a question come in here. I'm sorry that I missed your name. I wish I could have given you a shout out. But I saw a question that was asked, is there a Pack-a-Punch in this map? Man, guys, we didn't let you down. There is a Pack-a-Punch in this map. However, there is no way we're telling you where it is. You're going to have to find it. We've left you plenty of clues all over the map. I can tell you that sometimes the best things are hidden right in plain sight. So trust me,
the guy is dropping Easter eggs left, right, and center. Pack-a-Punch, we will know how to get that on day one. Trust me, guys. I already know how to do Pack-a-Punch. The guy is talking rubbish.
And speaking of Easter eggs, you know, guys, we have tons and tons of Easter eggs within this map. There is going to be a lot of stuff that you can do. Chances are, while we've been streaming this today, there's been bits and pieces that we've kind of shown off that say, hey, here's the first part to an Easter egg. So pay close attention to the stream. There's definitely things in and around all of Spaceland that are pointing out. You know, we've got quite a bit hiding under the hood. Now, these guys, they're in this special wave right now. You notice we've dimmed the lights around Spaceland a little bit. The fog has kicked in a little bit, and we have these really nasty, terrible clowns. Now,
this is essentially the new dog round that they have within the game. Like, forget dogs. The dog round is clowns, and these are super fast clowns. Like, if you run away from an area, the clowns will respawn, and they are super, super fast and really, really scary as well. Like, these clowns are just horrifying. Look at how fast they are. So spooky.
I understand why. Clearly, we need Batman to come out and stop all these clowns, but People dressing up as clowns. So our clowns are obviously much more dangerous than the people dressing up as clowns. They blow up into balls of fire and confetti, which is pretty funny and hysterical.
So as you can see that there's a new system called souvenir coins. Zombies will drop souvenir coins, and with a random combination of those coins in a machine, you can craft different items. This is a firework trap. So any zombies that run past it, they explode in fire. It's crazy. Look at that. You can see it like makes a face of a zombie, which is pretty amazing. There's also one called the Kindle Pop, which is like candy that you drop down on the ground, and as you shoot it ignites and just flames the zombies. There's also the boom box as well that you can craft. They just showed the little wall which shows you just a little bit of some of the things that you can craft. And I know all this because I played it at COD XP, so I know quite a bit about the stuff in this game, which is awesome. But let's go a little bit more into what he's talking about with the crafting.
Large volume of them, which is fantastic to watch happen. And of course we wanted to have fun, so if you look up at the fireworks while they're exploding, we have explosions that have cool designs in them, like skulls and happy faces, because we wanted to hide stuff like that. So there's always little things like that that we have hiding around in there. And it looks like we're at scene 7, so the guys are making good progress. You know, it's right around this time. In our reveal trailer, we had this really nasty zombie called the Brute. He's our park's mascot, and he comes out pretty much to lay waste to every human being he sees. Yeah. It's right around this time. I think the Brute's probably going to be making his way into the park. The Brute hasn't been seen very much, but I will tell you, when he does see these guys, I think they're either going to run...
So we're in the arcade right now, and you can play a ton of these arcade games any point that you want to. You can earn tickets by playing all these different games, and the tickets helps you buy exclusive weapons, get access to exclusive items as well, which is awesome, and it's a really cool addition. As you can see, they're playing Rings of Saturn in there. He's earned the tickets then. As you can see there, they're playing games. Now, there's so many games that you can play, and now Lee Ross is explaining something about the tickets and how you can use them, so let's jump into that.
That's something cool in there, right? There might be weaponry laying around here. There might be, I don't know, something that's worth it in those prize booths. So by earning tickets and by hitting up the prize booth, you can get some really cool stuff that can help you survive a little bit longer. Now, particularly in the arcade, there's some really cool stuff in there that you can buy with tickets. So, by all means, take zombies out with traps, and come back into the arcade and earn some of these tickets, because it definitely get you some cool stuff.
Yeah, there's tons of places to spend your tickets. You know, you have the arcade, which has some of the most powerful and fun stuff to use, get the awesome visuals, but there's also these ticket booths all around the map.
Okay, so now they've just activated the disco ball trap, and as you can see, all the zombies are attracted to that disco ball, and they start breakdancing, which is... what? We've never seen this before in zombies, but the thing is, what's great about this trap is it actually kills all the zombies afterwards with this massive laser, as you can see. It just annihilates the zombies. Like, these traps are really, really useful as well.
Multiple cards active at once, which is actually pretty awesome too, right?
Yeah.
So you can have one that...
Now they're talking about the brand new Fate and Fortune card, which is a bit like the Gobblegum system, and the difference between those.
Triggered, and it's just kind of laying in wait until you're actively using it. So there's some really nice power-ups here. Yeah, now, Adrian was close. I think he was close to the Afterlife there. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it.
Ooh.
Step 1.
And that's a brand new perk.
Trailblazers. You know, people have been asking. I've seen it on the feed. Show us the new perks. Show us the new perks. All right, here you go. Trailblazers. Trailblazers, what you're going to do is, obviously, you're going to ingest this delicious Trailblazers candy.
That is Banana Colada. Infinity Ward have listened to the community, and they've recreated Banana Colada as a perk called Trailblazers. And funnily enough, Lagin24x actually had a custom map where he was going to have a perk called Trailblazers, which done exactly that. Which is crazy. You can see the perks, they're not next to the points anymore, they're in the bottom middle as these kind of small little icons. So now we're spinning the magic wheel, which is the mystery box. I think this spins for way too long until you get your weapon. Like, that doesn't make any sort of sense, but besides that, I really think this looks quite good. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. What do you think of this? Does this look bad to you? Let me know what you think. And now I'm going to explain a little bit more about the weaponry.
They do end up in the magic wheel. You purchase them or obtain them. I think Adrian's looking for the axe here.
Nixaru, I hope I pronounced your name right. Is there a perk limit? There is. I see a few people ask about perk limit. Waffles is here. Perk limit? Yeah, we have a perk limit. That perk limit is 5. You can have 5 perks live with you running around.
There
at
you
any
go,
time.
you heard that there.
However,
the perk limit is 5 perks.
we're real sneaky.
Ooh.
Is there a way to have more than 5 perks? There's gotta be a way to have more than 5 perks, isn't there?
Yeah, there definitely is. It is.
I can't remember how you do it, guys, but you guys are smart out there. I know you guys are going to figure this out.
It'll take some time.
Okay, so there's an Easter egg where we can get more than 5 perks, which is now the new perk limit, is 5 perks. 5 perks, not 4 perks, 5 perks, and there's going to be an Easter egg where we can make more perks, which is awesome. And now we're looking at the Polar Peak roller coaster, which is the biggest attraction in the theme park, where you earn the most amount of tickets. And of course you can see there's clowns running towards you as well, but it is the best way to earn tickets, and it's super awesome. Like as you can see right now, it's looking like it's quite easy to hit all of these targets, but these are not easy to hit at all. I've played it. It is not easy at all to hit all of these targets. So doing it in co-op is the best way to go about it. But you do have those clowns running at you as well that you need to avoid to stop killing you whilst you're doing this. And of course, you get given a weapon, the M1, and it's got unlimited ammo. You never need to reload it, which is pretty darn awesome in itself. Just all these games and that, pretty cool. Let me know what you think down below in the comments section.
By them, and go for as many targets as you possibly can. You know, like I said, we love to hide stuff, so I'd spend some time, you know, taking some tours on this roller coaster. It's one of the more interesting places in the park to check out.
Definitely do it with a teammate. It's very difficult solo, but you know, I know there's good players out there who are definitely going to do this very easily in solo and knock out as many targets as they can.
And he's smacking his teammates. Good job.
High fives.
Okay, so they also mentioned that there's going to be some Easter eggs when you're on that roller coaster as well. Probably stuff outside of the map, which aren't just the targets that you're shooting. So that's really interesting. Oh, a scoreboard as well. Huh. That's really interesting. We can see another perk machine just there. I think that is the speed cola, which is called Quickies in this game. But you can see they're just tearing up zombies. They're also explaining now about the XP system, which is very similar to Black Ops 3 Zombies.
Better as you play the game. So the more that you play, you're going to unlock newer levels. You'll be able to progress, hopefully further and further into those waves. And you have more and more goodies that become accessible to you. You know, we want that grind to be fun. And you know, for us, we play this thing, forget it. I mean, I can't even tell you how many hours I've logged in Zombies in Spaceland. And I'm going to log even more because I want to play with all the community out there. But there's a lot to do in here, guys. I mean, there's tons and tons, and we're really, honestly, we're scratching the surface. There's areas in the park that we haven't even gotten to yet. We should probably start. Let's start spreading around. Let's get a little further into this place,
so this
Adrian.
Is Triton right now. It's a snow theme map. Snow theme section of the map. Here we go.
So Travis sort of mentioned that this is the snow theme section of the map. You know, it's important for us to kind of make it feel like when you go into each location of this space, we wanted players to feel like they were in a theme park. And if any of you out there have been to places like Disneyland or Knott's Berry Farm or Disney World, when you walk into those areas, you know, they have a very distinct feel when you get into each section. And we wanted you to feel that in Zombies in Spaceland. So as you're traversing through this area, you know, when you get into the Triton area and you start seeing all that ice, we want that theme to really shine through. And we want you to also feel like, I'm not in Kansas anymore. I'm in a completely different place. I want the feel of that area to be different. You want the gameplay in that space to feel different. So in Triton, we have the ability for you to be on an upper level, zombies to be on a lower level. So we sort of have that gameplay that keeps zombies at bay.
Yeah.
But then we have some of these tighter areas, you know, like when you're coming down that slide, that we funnel you in, like in Cosmic Way here, where it opens up a little bit, but then we go into tight funnels. And then you go into this new area, which is our Kepler area. You know, this is sort of our alien-themed area. And so when you're in this space, it's trouble.
He spawned on me.
So when you're in this space, all of a sudden the corridors get much tighter, and you're also dealing with more, you know, you're dealing with...
So they have the brand new boss zombie, which has just spawned. That's what nearly killed the player on stream. And look at him. This is what we call a brute. It shoots a laser out of its eye with this helmet on, and if you damage the head enough, then it takes off the helmet and charges at you super quick. Oh my god, this looks absolutely frightening. Did you see that? The guy almost went down straight away. another location for the magic wheel, and we can see the fire sale going on right now as well. I'm really surprised at how much that they're showing us. They're showing us literally every single part of this map. Oh, they're going to give us a little Easter egg. Here we go.
That's your discretion. I'll let you do
man.
that. Oh, there we go. Got the
Do we do it,
Chromos-
guys?
Oh, what a trap.
There's that police officer. This little chunky dude with a little bit of extra health.
Do we have the power on in this area?
Yes, we do. Looks like we do.
All right.
Croc chomp.
Okay, so you mentioned that we've got the power on in this area. Very interesting. That makes it sound like that the power is per section of the map. It's not one simple power switch that you have to press down. It's power in every single area. And now he's talking about the boss round now.
Scene 11, and you haven't killed the brute. Guess who's going to be waiting for you in scene 12? The brute. And guess what? If another brute's bronze, you'll just have 2 brutes. And then another brute. and
Oh
another
my
brute.
god.
So, yeah.
Helmet off.
You want to take the brutes down fast, guys. Otherwise, you will end up with lots of brutes. And lots of brutes in the park is probably not a happy Spaceland.
Oh my
Not a
god.
happy Spaceland at all. Adrian, would you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Would you die for me, please? You guys, we're going to give you one last treat.
Oh my
We're going
god.
to take you guys
Okay.
to the Afterlife Arcade.
So this is now the Afterlife Arcade that they're showing.
At the Afterlife Arcade. Now, this is that place that we talked about. That
Okay, so this is very interesting.
in Zombies,
So
and this is something that
the person's bleeding out.
really changed.
They're revived. They got revived.
This is something that we really feel changes
But there is someone else that's down, and when they are down, they're gonna bleed out, but they're not going to actually die. Oh my god.
in the Afterlife.
Okay, so there was that
You can jump
automated trap.
time. So if you choose to
This person just keeps reviving them. That's hilarious. They want to show off this mode. Hang on a moment. There's a drop there, and I can't tell
too good of teammates here. They won't let us
what the heck. So
I think he gets it. I think that's no, he did.
the person keeps reviving. Wait, he's gonna go down, isn't he? No, I'm surprised the person keeps reviving him, but we can see that there's a drop there, which they're not picking up, and it's not disappearing either. It's a really weird, almost looks like a pair of sunglasses. Let me know if you guys see that as well. Let me know.
jokes, but I would be mean.
That's really strange. All right, and we now have a new drop, which is instead of double points, it's double cash. Interesting. We've got the Cosmic Tunes where we can see the DJ David Hasselhoff in there, as well as the Chromosphere trap, which we saw them use a little while ago. And there's the Octonian Hunter, which is a amusement park thing where you fire at different targets in order to get yourself tickets, of course. Tickets get you tons of items. Okay, so the character now is bleeding out. So what's interesting is you don't bleed out straight away into that mode. You have to wait 30 seconds. So this is a very generous thing that they're offering. If you bleed out, and if you bleed out and after 30 seconds, here you go, the Afterlife Arcade. So you're in this area here, and you stay here, what I believe to be for a long time, and you can come back by earning points by using these machines, or you can spectate the players until you come back. Wow, okay, so they're explaining it now. Let's go a little bit more into it.
You can play the shooting gallery. You can fill up that meter that's at the bottom of Agent's screen there where it says soul power. So after you complete a game, it tallies up just like we do with your tickets, all the points that you've earned. And then, of course, we give away that soul power, which is awesome.
I got it. Nice one. That's a tricky one.
Nice little Easter egg here is actually every one of the characters that are featured in the shooting gallery is someone who is featured on the team. It's one of the people who helped make Zombies in Spaceland. In fact, that last guy we just saw was James Chen, one of our designers.
Yeah. Chenfield.
And Zombie Zoom. So again, this is the Afterlife Arcade, and so we'll give Adrian the chance to kind of get out of here. We have Alex Jacobson and Adrian as those zombies up there, which is actually cool. Some of our QA team.
Make it.
Okay, I've got a new plan.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so Adrian's back. So last thing, you guys see the L and the F. The L and the F is the lost and found. This is how you get your weaponry back. It sucks to play in zombies and lose your weapons and then have to get cash.
He's got a
to
point.
get all those weapons back.
He has a point.
If you have enough cash.
And this is
you
the
can go
spawn
back
room,
and
by
get
the
it.
way.
So when we talked about that ATM earlier, if Adrian had banked his cash, he could actually go to the ATM right now, get his cash, and recover his guns. Think of that. Think of that.
There you go. Oh, you can get that in no time.
So as you can see, he doesn't quite have 2,000 points yet to go and get his guns back from the Lost and Found, but you can see it doesn't disappear for quite a while. And now the director's gonna be answering some questions from the stream right now. So here we go, boys.
Those classy games that you see at the carnival when you shoot the little target with your stream of water and it causes something to move or go fast. The Mr. Snooky HD, is this supposed to be hard? Bruh, you ain't seen nothing yet. We have the kitchen sink is still waiting to fall on all these guys' heads, I promise you. We also have the guys outfitted with some really nice Fate and Fortune cards, which you're going to have to earn and unlock those guys. They're not all just going to come for free at the beginning. How many Easter eggs you got for us from Noah J456? Noah J456? You really want me to tell you that, man? Come on.
I saw.
I'll tell you this.
Where's Hasselhoff?
I got a lot. We got a lot. Where's Hoff? Hoff is in here. Hoff is in here. You might have seen graffiti that says "Talk to the DJ." Don't forget. Read the graffiti all over the park. It's there for a reason. It gives you lots of great hints. Let's see. Daredevil 1003. Can we pay together for a door? Yes, you can. I love that question. We have the team door buy system, and you can pay together. So if the three of us are playing, and you are in our game, oh, look, it's the Hoff. So, yes, you can. So Travis can put in a small amount. I can put in a small amount. You can, and boom. We all don't have to commit to that. All right, so we're going to wrap up, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on the stream.
Thanks, guys.
The game is here this week. I cannot believe it. We have poured our hearts and souls into this. We hope you guys love your tour back to the 80s in Zombies in Spaceland. We had a great time sitting down and chatting with you guys today and giving you a nice little behind-the-scenes look. And I'm glad you guys got to see this high-quality look at our intro cinematic. I know some of you guys out there can't wait and just had to see it ahead of time, and I can't even blame you for that. We love the passion. We love the passion from you guys. So thank you for joining us on this very festive Halloween 2016. From Lee Ross and everybody here at IW, all the Zombies team, we give you a big shout out here from IW. Thank you for joining us, guys.
I think